The news, Cosatu calling on President Cyril Ramaphosa to appoint credible officials when he reshuffles his cabinet.
Well, Ramaphosa's office has announced that he will fill vacant positions soon, including that of the Deputy President after David Mabuza resigned yesterday. Cosatu's General Secretary, Solipetro, says that the President has engaged the ANC and alliance partners on the matter.
We indicate to the President that we will expect that the President will be decisive in terms of making sure that he appoint ministers who will have capacity, who will be able to listen to the views of the people of South Africa, who will be able to deal and implement the guidelines and the program that has been adopted, in particular by the cabinet. And it should be ministers who are not lazy, ministers who are not weak in terms of dealing with the issues, ministers who are not implicated in a number of things like corruption. But himself as the President, he has to be decisive in dealing with ministers who are corrupt and ministers who are not able to perform their duties. But also, we did raise the issue of regarding the number of ministers and deputy ministers. We hope that he would come with something that will be able to reduce the wage bill, because the wage bill is not about the public servant only. Also, the politicians are also increasing or also impacting in relation to the wage bill of government.
We're joined now by the political analyst, Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast. Dr. Breakfast, good afternoon to you. I don't think there's ever been a reshuffle that's had more talk before it's actually happened, and dare I say, less action. And I mean, is there a reason? Is the President politically paralyzed here?
No, I think Stephen has been dragging his feet largely because he has been stuck between the rock and the hard place. Simply because there have been those ministers who have defied orders of H2, who did not want to abide by those orders, who also called upon him to step down. So I think he's been grappling with the question as to what is going to be the meaning of letting go of them, or what is going to be the political meaning of retaining them. Because if he let go of those ministers, in particular Dr. Dlamini Zuma, he might not have a strong footprint in KZN, given the fact that the upcoming general elections are just around the corner. On the other hand, you know, his supporters have been demanding that he let go of those ministers. But also, I mean, there are other, I call them the favorites, ministers who are not performing the way they should have, you know, who have been implicated with regard to ESCOM. I don't think that he would want to let go of them either, especially a person like Mantashe. I mean, it's an open secret that had it not been for him, he would have resigned. So he would want to retain those one so that he can employ strategies of political survival to hold on to power a bit longer.
We've seen, I think, by my count, is it what, 5 people who've now been sworn in as MPs? That means, I mean, there's no point swearing someone in as an MP if you're not going to include them in cabinet. So we could have to have 5 or 6 changes in the end.
Yes, so of course, Stephen, I mean, there have been people who have been sworn in, I think, Ntsikelelo and others, but I think the question that many people have been grappling with is this new Minister of Electricity that is going to be appointed, and the question is who's going to fill in that position. But I suspect that it will be someone who is very close to him, because I mean the issue of power outage has dented the image of the ANC and also the government. So I think it would be someone that he can work side by side with.
Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast, really appreciate the time on the pulse. Thank you very much indeed.